It is now time for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have us all talking.
Today we're joined by Amanda Goralski from bizme.biz, plus Jeff Wagner is back. The Dane County DA says he will not charge the woman who discussed killing Governor Scott Walker on Facebook. The post read, quote, "Rather than recall him, can we kill him instead? Just curious." The DA says the post was not meant to reach the governor. Question is, should she have been charged?
This is a bizarre and incredibly mechanical interpretation of the statute by the Dane County District Attorney, which should surprise no one. The law says if you make a threat like this, there has to be an expectation that the victim will receive it. So the thinking is, if she would have posted the same threat on the governor's Facebook page, it would be a crime. However, since she went to the We Are Wisconsin recall page, there was no expectation the governor would have received it. What? You threaten the governor, you put it up on a public page, and you don't think there's an expectation he's going to know about it? This is bizarre.
I completely agree, and I think that she should be charged, because if we have a standard where students should not be allowed to bully other students while using a social media outlet like a Facebook or a Twitter, now we're telling everyone, but it's okay if adults do it because the governor wasn't intended to see it. Well, I can promise you all of those kids that are bullying a certain student, they're not necessarily intending that student to see it, but either way, everybody sees everything, and I think she should be charged.
I'm in the middle of reading a book about the Secret Service, and their standard is, if you make a threat, they're going to get you.
Right. Well, now, of course, then you're talking about federal law and fairness, and this is an interpretation of state law. But I think if you say to the average person, wait a second, you post what everybody understands is a threat on a public website. And again, this wasn't a private thing. This is the We Are Wisconsin, the recall thing. And you're going to say, well, no, there's no expectation that somebody's going to get it. You're right, Steve. You know, you try to do something like this with President Obama, and you're going to get a visit from the Secret Service who's not going to be happy, and they shouldn't be happy.
For sure, and they're not just going to say, oh, well, we'll let you off because it was interpreted and he wasn't intended to see it. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, bizarre ruling.
All right, coming up next, a special needs teen was tased near a school. Now his parents are outraged. Did the officer use an appropriate level of force?
A boy or a girl? Now mom and dad can choose, using new science to create the perfect baby. Is this the future of family planning or parents playing God? Tonight at 10 on today's TMJ4.
Whoa, those just took you from Steven to Stefan. So much cooler.
Now Stein Optical has a new name too, VisionWorks, plus a brighter store, better selection, and our best prices. VisionWorks.
That works.
Disney Live presents 3 classic fairy tales. See Cinderella, Snow White, and Belle in a spectacular stage show.
Tickets start at $15. Playing one day only, November 20th at the Milwaukee Theater.
You're injured, and it may seem easiest just to sign whatever the insurance company puts in front of you. Don't let the insurance company take advantage of your situation. Call a law firm that won't let some big insurance company take advantage of you with a quick dollar offer. Don't accept less than everything you deserve. If you've been injured in an accident, call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right here in Milwaukee.
Hi, Gus Gnorski here, along with Sherry Tussler from Hunger Task Force. Sherry, Food for Families is a holiday tradition here in Milwaukee, but this year the need's greater than ever, isn't it?
That's right. Now more than ever, local families need our help.
Well, how can people lend a hand?
It's easy. They can just go to the grocery store, pick up a few extra items, put them in the Food for Families box, or even host a food drive themselves.
This holiday season, be part of Food for Families, brought to you by Johnson Controls and Hunger Task Force. And thank you for making a difference.
I need 4 new tires, and I'm on a tight schedule. We'll take care of it for you, Mr. Kenso.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, you'll always find brand name products, low prices, and incredible customer service.
We have it ready for you, Matt. Man, that was fast. I should put you guys to work at the track.
Farm and Fleet 50/50 antifreeze is $1.49 after $5 rebate. DeWalt full-size truck boxes, your choice, $179.99. And Cooper Discoverer AT3 radials start at $120.99. The Automotive Service Center at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
You're all set. Thanks. See you in 100 laps. See you then.
At Keystone Marble and Granite, our quality is unmatched and installs are impeccable. For a limited time, we can fabricate and install your gorgeous new Keystone Granite tops in just 2 weeks.
On the next Access Hollywood, Chris Humphries breaks his silence. We're there for the major announcement, and then Regis' farewell. We're on set for the final live celebration and our special look back. Jerry, we've got an interview. Next, Access Hollywood.
Tonight at 6:30 on today's TMJ4.
Welcome back, everyone. Okay, got to focus now. Cold front making its way through the state. This first low pressure system has brought the wind today, but out of the south. We're in the warm sector of the storm system. There's your warm front. Here's your cold front. Strong southerly winds bringing in the temps in the 40s and 50s. Yesterday at this time, we were in the cold sector of the storm. Strong northwesterly winds, teens for wind chills. That's snow and sleet. We will not see any of that tonight. We won't see any of that at all. We were going to see some rain showers tomorrow, but no snow is in our forecast for the southern half of Wisconsin. 50s and 60s down to our southwest, almost 70 in North Platte, Nebraska. They're dancing in the streets there, but off to the northwest, more cold. That's behind the cold front that's going to sweep through here tomorrow night and drop us back into the 40s. So we continue with this roller coaster. We've had some clouds today. We've had some sunshine. Right now, we're going to call it partly cloudy over Waukesha, 46 degrees. Southwest winds at 16. And we've hit 50 here in Milwaukee today after a high of 34 yesterday. That is a huge difference. We had more sunshine yesterday. It's not about the sun. It's about the wind direction this time. 47 in Fond du Lac, also in Lake Geneva, and 50 in Kenosha. These are the winds. This is why my hair always looks so bad. 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts, creating a little bit of wind chill, but it's tolerable compared to yesterday's teens and lower 20s. The warm front, as I mentioned, is to the north. Cold front's off to the west. We will stay in this warm sector for another day. Tomorrow will be right around 50 degrees. We could have easily hit 60 tomorrow, but it's going to be cloudy with scattered rain showers, especially in the afternoon. I know the Christmas parade's going on in the morning. There's clouds and about a 20% chance of light rain. The better chance of rain is after the noon hour into tomorrow evening. The snow from Wausau northward, it'll mix with rain during the day, become all snow at night, and there could be anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of snow on the ground for the deer hunters Sunday morning when they wake up north of Wausau up towards the northward, including Eagle River, Minocqua, Antigo, Tomahawk, and all the way back over to Rice Lake and to Ladysmith. South of Wausau, just rain. Tonight's lows, not as cold as they have been either because of the clouds and that southwest wind. It will be in the low to mid 30s for your overnight low temperatures. And then for tomorrow, upper 40s to lower 50s. The clouds will keep us a little bit cooler during the day. It's going to be windy as well, and that southerly wind anywhere from 15 to 30 miles per hour. Early next week, the jet stream is right over us, so we'll stay cool. We'll be in the 40s, where we should be for this time of the year. And then by the end of the week, the jet's going to lift to the north, and we should get back close to 50 degrees for Thanksgiving and for the big shopping day. The storms will be minimal, and if there are any storms, they'll be well south of us. So traveling for the next couple of days into next week looks to be fantastic. Going tailgating on Sunday up at the Lambeau Field, 33 degrees with a few flurries. The wind chills could be in the 20s and even the teens if you get there early enough. And then during the game, mostly sunny, 36 with wind chills in the 20s. It is a Milwaukee season ticket holder game, so pack your patience traveling on 41, 45, and 43. Wear your Blaze Orange, too. It is deer season. It's that time of the year. 30s and 40s and 50s for tomorrow with that chance of snow north of Wausau. Tonight, 35 degrees, mostly cloudy. Tomorrow, 51 degrees with scattered rain showers in the afternoon. Your 7-day planner, 42 on Saturday, 45 on Monday. And look at the weather next week. No storms and 50 on Turkey Day. Nice.
Easy drive into Grandma's house.
Do I get to come with you this year?
I'll be eating dinner here.
Oh.
Thank you, Brian.
Now more of What's Hot.
Again, we are joined by Amanda Goralski from bizme.biz and Jeff Wagner from News Radio 620 WTMJ.biz. A special needs student tased by a police officer near Arrowhead High School. Police say the officer tased this student because he jumped the officer, but those who know him insist it was not necessary. So should an officer ever use this type of weapon on a teen?
The problem here is I think that people who know him say it wasn't necessary, but the officer doesn't know that teenager.
Right.
So, there's no filter there as far as, it's a good kid, he's just playing, he doesn't mean it, or even that he's special needs.
Well, and he's 18. It's not like this is a taser on a 6 or 7-year-old. The facts, the way I understand them, is there was a disturbance on the bus, the officer gets on the bus, and the child, the 18-year-old, runs at the officer, and they're actually on the ground. So, I mean, I guess if the question is, should you ever, under no circumstances, ever use it? No, I don't think you can say that. You look at case by case, and I'm sure they'll do that in this investigation. But hey, the officer's got to protect himself.
And I believe that he probably tried to do whatever he could to defuse the situation. But I believe in the article, it also said that someone else mentioned that this child was dangerous. Right. And a police officer is trained that if they feel like their life is being threatened, they need to do whatever they need to do to protect themselves and the people around them.
Right, and then one of the reasons that these officers have the tasers and things like that is so they don't have to pull out guns and do things like that. You know, if you're in a struggle with someone, to the extent that happened, the kid grabs your gun, then you're really looking at a bad situation. So you don't want to do this, but I'd withhold judgment for anybody who thinks the officer was wrong here.
I agree.
So if a new federal spending bill passes as is, the government is going to consider pizza a vegetable, as long as it has 2 tablespoons, all you need is 2, of tomato paste on it. This comes as the USDA tries to cut down on fatty foods in school lunches. What do you think?
And let's go back to the Reagan administration here for a moment, when ketchup was labeled a vegetable.
Right.
So this
kind
is
of the same concept.
Same concept.
I'm a big fan of pizza. I'm all about it.
I'm with you, man. I mean, to me, I think pizza is a food group in and of itself, you know. So, I mean, that's kind of my vote. And actually, look, I'm all in favor of kids eating healthy. I appreciate that. But I also don't think there's anything wrong with giving kids choices of maybe something that they might like to do. And I think one of the reasons, the way these new guidelines are, is they have to do this or else they have to pull pizza out of the school lunchrooms. I don't want to skip. Look, let the kids have vegetables, but also let them have pizza.
I agree.
You can't take pizza out of the school lunchrooms.
No,
I mean, like
you
you said, everything in moderation. But
right, you can't keep feeding them hummus and, you know, carrots
I
for the
don't
rest
think
of
they're
their
going to
lives.
eat hummus. But, I mean, I think, you know, one day you have pizza, the next day something, you know, really healthy. So.
Or what about veggie pizza?
Ooh, okay.
Well, see, there you go. But I'm a
what
big
if they
fan of the
eat it?
barbecue chicken pizza.
You know, there are
You
ways.
could hide it under the cheese. They might eat the vegetables.
There are ways, and I don't know where I've seen this, but you can sneak vegetables into certain foods. You know, you
Puree it and
you
just
can
stick it in
puree
there.
like sweet potatoes in with a tomato sauce, and boom, you've got more vegetable bang for your buck.
Okay, as long as you're not suggesting, though, replacing pepperoni with tofu. That's where I
No.
am.
Right, we got to draw the line
just-
somewhere.
No, just grinding up some vegetables, pureeing them, and sticking them in with the tomato paste.
Okay, but let the kids have pizza. We agree, right?
Yes, pizza all the way.
Wow.
They like their pizza.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Anybody got the munchies?
Yes.
Explore the world of music,